Richard Neese here with Weichert Realtors, the Space Place. We appreciate you guys tuning in to the Real Estate Rundown. Rundown. You know, that we've always got that lag. We got Rachel Gooch on here, Kathy Gray, Teresa Gill. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know, we started the Real Estate Rundown about, I'd say, 15 months ago.
Chris Cotton.
Is that pretty accurate?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Robert Malone got on here.
Robert Malone.
We got Hannah Garnett, David Wiggins. Please share, please comment, please like. We want you guys to ask questions about real estate.
Mr. Randy Wilson.
Oh, we got
the
Randy
man,
on
the
here.
myth, and the legend.
Gerardo Sparks, my man, up in Decatur.
Yes, sir.
Actually, kind of Moulton area. You know, he's got a power company. They make the transformers out there.
Right.
So Gerardo's a good guy to know, that's for sure.
Yeah,
we got Pauline Cotton, Courtney Dean. Yeah, Teresa's saying hey.
Yeah, Teresa, you know.
She is not here. Actually.
Yeah, I know. That's for once, you know. I had to cook supper tonight. It turned out okay.
It was pretty good.
It was okay, you know. Good. She could do better, but my first attempt at doing a shrimp boil, and, you know, what Teresa did was she told me all the ingredients of what she wanted to do, and I doubled it.
Yeah, that's right. It was very
no
spicy.
Kids tonight. No kids
tonight. Very
tonight.
Spicy. It was good.
Chris Green.
That's right. I saw Chris jump on here. May Beasley, thank you guys so much for tuning into the Real Estate Rundown. We started this 15 months ago as a way to give information. You know, we started out, and it was actually me sitting around thinking, hey, maybe we should try and do a first-time homebuyer seminar every week. Mm-hmm. We should give information about how to buy, how to sell, about real estate agents, about how to become a real estate agent. We try to get all that stuff. What's up, Randy? I see that, Chris. I got you. Lori Duskin, thank you guys for getting on here. But the reason we did it was we wanted to give out information for free. We wanted to give you knowledge. You good?
Oh, I saw the blinds.
You checking out what's going on over there?
Making sure that, you know, there's nothing else was going on over there.
Flood Guru. Is that his new hashtag?
Yes, sir. It's his new hashtag, Mr. Flood Guru there.
You know, we got hit up on the Coleman Association of Realtors today. Did you see that? Where they're, well, you may not get this.
I don't get those emails anymore.
But, they hit us up saying we need to make sure we support flood insurance. I don't know exactly what they're talking about, but I guess I need to call my local representative.
Well, this is the thing. For those of you who know where I live, someone once tried to sell me flood insurance, and I said, if you ever saw my house and if ever flooded, you're dead.
It's a bad day for everybody. That's right.
You're dead.
That's
Gotta
right.
live way.
We got my wife, Kathy Neese, on here. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Please share, please comment, please like. You know, we have a radio show that we do on WKUL. I don't know if Ron Mosley Jr. is on here, but we do that at 10 a.m. on Wednesday as well. We do that every week. We do this one every other week. So what we try and do is we try and give you guys information. Today we were talking about, well, the one that aired today. We were talking about agency, right?
Right. That's right.
The program is expiring next week. So yeah, that may be something we need to talk a little bit about.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it does expire, maybe we can have Chris, a little fly there, a little gnat floating around. You good?
Yep, I'm good. You're the one laughing. I'll just wait for you to catch your breath.
So, Chris, we may have to have you come back on and talk a
absolutely.
little bit about it. Check out the interview we did with Willoughby and Mortgage on it. We'll definitely do that.
Sounds good.
Carrie Watson, we appreciate you jumping on here. Joe Johnson, Bethany Aldridge, thank you guys so much. You know, we appreciate all the support that you give us. If you guys have a topic in particular you want us to cover, you can inbox us. You can comment on here. You can suggest a guest. You know, if you want to come on and give some information. We've had Chris Cotton, Chris Green. How many Chris's we got?
We can get a Chris Gill in a few minutes if you want.
Yeah, we could have Chris Gill come on. You know, we try and bring as many professionals on, experts on as we can. We've had attorneys come on, title insurance folks. We've had home inspectors. Who else have we had? Builders, insurance agents, financial advisors.
And we tried to get appraisers, but we found out that's something that we'll probably never be able to do.
That's right.
Due to some stipulations.
They're not allowed to come on and disclose their secret, the things that they do, their secret society, I guess it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Rogue appraisers.
That's right. Irene Jennings. And we've asked several, and we've actually had a few that said, hey, I called the folks that govern that over the state, and they said we can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, we've had lenders on, we've had banks, mortgage brokers. We try and get different professionals on here to give you their piece of the pie. We want to be able to
Other realtors?
That's right, other realtors. We've had that as well. You know, we had Wes Warren come on. Have we had any others besides you?
Yeah, just me.
That's it. That's what we had to. Alfie Perez, my man. How are you, brother? Stephen Thomas, Stone Parker, Brian Tacolvi. Thank you guys so much for getting on here and tuning in. So I want to talk a little bit about what are some of the things that you want to select your realtor for?
Right.
What are the skill sets that they have? Why would you hire X realtor versus Y realtor? Because there's a lot of things that are important that you need to go over with them to see if they're a good realtor.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of those things, Dominic?
You want to make sure that they have a large network, a good marketing presence,
Yep.
Good tactful skills, and knowledgeable in the industry.
That's right, and that hit almost every one of those except negotiations.
Okay, there you go.
So
See, I missed one.
We want to make sure that we have a strong marketing presence, marketing plan for your house if you're selling. We want to make sure that you have strong negotiation skills. You want to make sure that they have a little bit of legal background as far as knowing what is what. Because if you don't have a touch of that knowledge, you can't refer to the right person, which leads us to the next thing, which is partnerships. We want to make sure that you have network or partnerships of people that can help you through the process. Because, like we were talking about earlier, you're from a family of builders. Does the builder bring out every tool necessary at the first phase of the build?
Absolutely not.
So, give me an example of that.
The first phase of the build usually you have your surveying type equipment, where you mark out the different spots, and then you have to go through.
So, would you have your roofer out there at the same time?
Well, in our family, yes.
Everybody can do everything. That's right.
We did all of it.
Right. But
no, in a typical situation, absolutely, you're going to go and have someone come in at the appropriate time,
right?
So, as needed.
So we wouldn't be talking about, in real estate wise, we wouldn't be talking about a closing attorney while we're getting pre-approved.
Absolutely.
And so you've got to have those resources available, but not all are needed at the beginning. So we want to have those tools available. Like I said, we got Shalou Holman, Tatiana Boswell, Cressa Leslie. Appreciate you guys getting on here. Please share. Please comment. Aaron Anderson, Kyle Liebarger. I don't know how to say her name or say his name. I don't know.
We're good.
Yeah. So we appreciate you, Kyle. Thank you. Francis Gill, appreciate you getting on here. So the first thing I want to talk about is the marketing strategy. This primarily talks to the listing side, but marketing can also affect the buyers as well. We want to have plenty of buyers available because that's what drives traffic into those houses on the listing side, right?
Right, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
So, unbeknownst to Richard Neese, I told you I'd stall him as long as I could. I told her I'd stall him as long as I could. So for those of you who don't know, Richard Neese's birthday is Friday, and so I had to go and keep my mouth shut all day, which was very, very difficult.
He turned 62.
That's
62.
Right, 62. My goodness. Say hey to everybody. Well, thank you, kiddos. I appreciate it. Easy now.
Make a way to blow out your candles.
Oh, we gotta.
All right.
Here we go. We gotta make it.
Oh! Don't spit on them.
Yeah.
So I had no idea, obviously, that they were going to bring some cupcakes. We'll have to share it with everybody.
Absolutely. So it's a good thing, Teresa, you weren't here because you've been all day trying to just freaking out.
That's right. So it definitely surprised me. Thank you, kiddos. Thank you. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. So Friday is my birthday. Teresa, Don Strickland, Jeremy Jones, Maury Baker, Chris Carr. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Yeah, so throw everything off. I'm like there. We had planned this earlier. He's like, I'll get there about 8:20, and I had to text him like, oh, you might get here earlier because he's talking about maybe not going so far long tonight. So.
Well, I really appreciate it. It's we're going to talk a little bit about the skill sets needed for a realtor, but you've got to have that background too. You got to have those folks that are going to support you throughout the process, and that's what family's about. A lot of times, realtors can put out, in the first year, 2 years, 3 years, 70, 80 hour, 100 hour weeks sometimes. So you got to make sure that you have a family and some support systems that can help you on that.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. That was definitely a surprise. I did not expect it. Kathy said she's on her way. So back to what we were talking about as far as the, where were we? We were in the marketing system.
That's right.
So marketing, it's important for a listing agent to have a good marketing system because that's what gets it out to the customers.
Mm-hmm.
And we use a crew of professionals. I've got Miss Kathy that supports me, not just my family, but Miss Kathy and Dominic that help me with the Richard Neese team. Dominic does the social media side. Miss Kathy helps me on the admin side, and it makes it to where I'm more effective with everybody that I deal with because they have their specialties and I have mine.
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna say,
Yeah,
help me out on
that's it.
So I lose a little track because I got my kids coming in. How old are you now? 14? No, sir, I'm not 14.
He's 16.
I'm-
He can drive now.
That's right. I'm 31. I'll let everybody know I'm 31, but I'll be 31 Friday. That is.
31 Friday.
And then, so thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Jeremy Jones, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Jeremy Oden jumped on here. Stephanie Rail, thank you guys so much. So I don't know. Take over negotiations.
So take over negotiations. That's the one thing you never say in negotiations is take over negotiations. No.
All right, I'll take over negotiations.
Yeah,
So
do it.
negotiations are a very important aspect when you're a realtor. A lot of folks don't realize the intricacies of negotiations, and I've learned from several seasoned and experienced agents about those negotiations. There's a couple of things that you can use, actually 3. Time is very crucial with the negotiations. You don't want to seem too eager, but at the same time, you don't want to make it to where it's us versus them.
Absolutely.
On the other side, you've got to have reputational currency, which is clout. And that's something that can be taken away very quickly, and it takes a long time to build up. But being able to have that that credibility, that the other agent, I've had this happen with Wes Warren, with Wendy Childers, some of the top agents in our area. They have taught me so much about using not just their current reputational currency, but also their market knowledge against younger agents to represent their client. And that's what you're hiring somebody for.
Absolutely.
We got Anna Newsom on here, Chris Pitts. Thank you guys for watching. Please share, please like, please comment. So we've got negotiations. As far as time goes, why is that important?
Negotiations, why is time important? Because you don't want to be, like you said, whenever you come in there and you're quick to negotiate in the process, you lose a lot of leverage on there. You want the other person to sit back and think a little bit in the process of it.
I agree.
You want them to go and definitely take time to think about their position and where they need to go on it all. Sometimes when you come in too quick and you're too fast, they're just in reactive mode and they're not really sitting back and actually thinking about the proper scenarios of what if this doesn't work out.
Yeah.
They have to go and think about, well, you are capable of pulling out of it, and if you negotiate a lot, it shows you really want the house, which loses your leverage. Your leverage is completely gone.
Yeah. And it's so important. They had a saying during World War I and World War II that loose lips sink ships. So when you have an agent that gives up too much information, that can actually be used against them. And that's, you have a chatty Cathy up there talking about, hey, my client just closed on their house, they're getting a divorce, X, Y, Z, whatever the case might be. That can be giving away your position.
Absolutely.
And guess
Every
what?
time.
I'm going to come in strong because my job is not to be your best friend.
No.
My job is to represent my client to the best use possible. And I'll tell you, it's happened to me before where I've been worked over. There's been people that have done a better job than I have. I learned from it. I realized that they were good at negotiating, and I moved on. And I use those tactics as well.
Oh, absolutely, and that's something. Oh, I had another point with that.
You already missed it. It's all right.
Thank you.
So the clout and reputational currency. I've seen agents that use the fact that they close 50, 60, 70 deals. I've seen them use it against folks. If you've only done 2 or 3, you may not be strong in your confidence, and that may actually cause you. I've got somebody calling right now talking about home inspection, so we got to take care of that here in a minute. But as far as the agents that close 50 or 60 deals, they may say, look, I know what I'm doing, and you really don't, and they can put that against you.
Absolutely. Every time. You definitely want to make sure. Dang, I had it again, and I lost it. Man, I lost it. I must be getting old.
And the last thing is the market knowledge. So market knowledge is so important because even if you're a new agent, if you have strong comps showing that the house may not be worth something, and we were talking about that on the radio show today for a future one, either degrading or holding your position, depending on which side you represent, is crucial when you're negotiating because if you don't have those skills, you're never going to make it. You're going to be a pushover, and guess what? People are going to learn that. They're going to learn that you're not a tough negotiator.
And absolutely, and this is the thing that I use a lot whenever I was an active real estate agent is we are supposed to be the bad guys in the situation.
That's right. Yeah, a lot like an attorney.
A lot like an attorney. That's part of representation is that we're not here to try to make everything happy and smooth always. Sometimes you have to be upfront. You have to be pushy in order to protect your client's best interest.
That's exactly right. So, and a lot of people don't realize that. They think that everything should go smoothly. You don't.
That'd be ideal. That'd be great. But
you don't want to create an us versus them.
No.
But at the same time, you've got to get your valid points in there. And a lot of times a good realtor can sway the other realtor. Well, they shouldn't, but they can sway them to saying, yeah, my property isn't worth as much as they say it is.
Absolutely.
And that's where the strength comes in on the front end, especially because you've got to list it at the right price. When you list at the right price, you have the comps backing it up. There's no way you're going to lose out on that.
Absolutely.
And then the last thing I want to talk about.
Something else with negotiations, we didn't talk about this earlier though, is even whenever a property is in negotiations, is continually to market it. Don't just give out saying that.
That's very true. Yeah.
Don't say, oh, it's under contract right now. No, you should try to go and get multiple offers as much as possible, because that is going to put you in such a power positions when it comes into negotiating that it's really, the seller has so much power in that position that you can drive the price above asking.
And there's so many contingencies that are in place that you can use that as leverage. The perfect example is the home inspection.
Mm-hmm.
If there are home inspection items that need to be completed and you've got a backup offer, those buyers are less likely to push it out there as aggressively because they want the house. I mean, at that point, it becomes a competition.
Absolutely.
So we got Mr. Cotton coming in here. He's going to check us out. I appreciate him. So the last thing I want to talk about are the partnerships, and Chris is a great example of that. You want to have professionals around that support you as a team. Now, everybody represents in a certain way.
Right.
With Mr. Cotton, he's going to represent the buyer and solely the buyer. He's not representing me.
Right.
But I know that he does a thorough job, and I trust him not only with the home inspection. He's one of those few people I trust in my life. So, at that point, it's easy to say, you know what, we'll have Chris do that home inspection if that's what you want. Because Chris is going to go through, he's going to do a good job, and he knows that his livelihood depends on how well he does his job.
Absolutely.
We got Barrett Walls, Samantha Williams, Bruce Vick on here. Thank you guys so much. Tina Pruitt, Zach Thomas, David Scott, Mark Nix. Please share, please like, please comment. We appreciate each and every one of you for getting on here, supporting us. We're trying to give you information that's going to make you a better buyer, a better seller. If you're an investor, whatever it is, we want to give you the professionals that can help you through that process.
Absolutely. Or if you're a future buyer and
That's
a
right.
future seller,
That's very
get
true.
the information ahead of time, because knowing is half the battle.
That's right.
The G.I. Joe saying, however they put it.
Are you going to put that? Knowledge is power.
Oh no! Only one I got is the more you know. Here.
There you go. That's what it was.
That's one you wanted. Okay.
Okay, so we're back now. Dominic's been playing for a little bit. So the partnerships are crucial. Like we were talking about, a home builder wouldn't bring his roofers the first day on the job. It's the same thing with a real estate agent. We're going to make sure that you have the right tools in place, because sometimes this banker may not be the best option for this type of loan. So we've got to make sure that everything syncs up, and it's crucial to have somebody that has experience on that, or somebody that has support from a broker. You were talking about that a little bit earlier.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You mean talking about new agents coming in?
The new agents coming in, they may have the fire, they may have the energy, but they need that broker to back them up.
Absolutely. You want to make sure that as a new agent that they lean heavily on your broker. I know you want to use your brother, cousin, sister, aunt, uncle just got their real estate license, but doesn't mean you have to pay for it.
That's absolutely right.
You want to go make sure that that they hone in on their broker for extra support, so that they can give you that same.
And that's what the broker's for.
Absolutely, that's 100.
In real estate, especially in Alabama, it's different in different states. But in Alabama, you have to have been a realtor for 2, or is it 3?
2 in Alabama.
2 of the last 5. Is that right? Or is it 3 of the last 5? I don't remember. So I know
2 of the
it's
last
2 years.
5 is for
Investment properties.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're right. so they is it
2 years. You have to have
24 out of 36 consecutively. Is that what it is?
at least.
I think that's right. But anyway, so you
I
have to
just knew it was just
at least 2
years.
years worth of active real estate.
Being an active realtor.
Being an active realtor. There we go.
Yeah.
So with that experience, usually it comes a lot of transactions that have been done, and you've seen a lot of things. So that new agent is actually not selling property; it's
2
the
of
broker.
3.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay. It's a little different whenever it's been so long ago for me.
Two of 5 is the investment properties. That's what I think about
Two
to
of 5,
save
yeah.
on the tax side. That's what it was.
Capital gains.
That's right. We got David Warren, Tommy Morgan. Thank you guys for jumping on here. Please like, please share, please comment. So you want to make sure that they're leaning on their broker for the experience side. They may be a hungry agent, but there's going to be a little bit of a knowledge gap. So you got to make sure they're supported. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. It's not my birthday yet. It's Friday, but it's close enough. I appreciate them surprising me on that. So you got to have the partnerships. You got to have the bankers. You got to have the loan officers. You got to have the mortgage brokers. All of these folks come into play, and they know. I've got some great loan partners that know that they're not the best option for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll actually refer out. What are you doing, Chris Cotton? You're causing trouble over there. But they know that they're not always the best option. They'll actually have referral partners that can help them.
Right.
And that's what a true professional does, is they look out for the client first. And if you do that, it all comes back. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely.
So we appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys don't have any comments, any questions, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show and eat. Zach Gordon, I hope you're not watching. We're going to eat some of these. I doubt he watched this long anyways.
Yeah, absolutely.
3, I think. That's right, Chris. Thank you, buddy. Matt Townsend jumped on here. We appreciate you guys listening to the Real Estate Rundown. If you guys are looking to buy or sell a home, you can always give me a call, 256-708-1511, and we'll help you get to a better place.
Do it! Just do it!